Even now, all these years and centuries later, that moment still haunts me. I was young then, or perhaps I should say younger, all things considered. I knew much of the world, and yet very little about it. In my mind's eye, I still see myself, standing off on a hill in the wilds of Africa. The sun was outstretched, but surprisingly merciful. I had left Susan behind in the TARDIS while I took a stroll, and found them, the hunters, off in the distance herding something. Or at first I thought they were herding, until I found they were really cornering a large feline beast, which I later would discover was called a lion. It was the last of its kind, desperately trying to escape as the hunters encircled it, firing their weapons into the air to scare it. I watched, partly horrified and partly fascinated. We had recently left home, and this was one of my first experiences with these humans. And here they were, supposedly advanced and enlightened, and they were going to kill what I considered such a beautiful and proud creature. Part of me wanted to scream, point out their folly, and make them see this was pointless. Why commit this evil, this atrocity? But I couldn't interfere. When I left home, I resolved not to get in the way of the universe, to allow the matters of these humans to reach their natural conclusion. So I watched, and I allowed the lion to become extinct. I couldn't explain it at the time, but within me, I felt a horror that gnawed at me through the years when I would revisit that time in my private moments of thoughts and doubt. It was the horror of life ending, bitter with cold finality. And I merely stood by and watched.
I wish that it would rain already.
Excuse me?
This storm, or whatever it is, just been hanging over town. Haven't you noticed? Been looking like it's gonna rain. Then nothing.
I've got other things on my mind, mate.
Like what?
Like the poor fishing season.
I see.
Maybe it has to do with the dark cloud, Fredericks. Feels like there's been a dark cloud everywhere around these parts lately.
I don't follow.
Just talk, that's all. People talking in town.
Well, would you mind letting me in on it? I don't get out as much as you do, mate.
It started with us going out and trying to catch fish. The nets were almost empty. We catch less and less as the weeks go by. There should be plenty out there this time of year. I've never seen anything like it, Fredericks. In all my years as a fisherman, this has been the worst. And it just doesn't feel right.
Hamilton, you all right? You're not one to get spooked.
You're right. But something is very wrong here. The birds. You see them flying away, out of town like they're scared of something. The animals seem to stay away from town. It ain't right, Fredericks.
And you think it could be this storm?
Nah, not the storm. Something worse. Something wicked this way comes.
There!
I wasn't being literal, Fredericks.
No, look! Look at that bloke coming down the road.
Oh, he looks to be in bad shape. Come on, let's help the poor fool.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, are you all right? Sir?
Christine.
Christine? Is that your wife? Or your daughter?
Maybe some ruffians jumped them up the road.
Christine. TARDIS. Gone.
Poor sod is delirious.
We need to get him to the doctor.
Idiot! Don't you remember? The doctor died a few days ago.
What does that leave us with?
Need to...
Whoa! I've got you, mate.
I failed. I failed her.
Nurse Chapel! Nurse Chapel!
Dear Lord, what happened to that man?
We just found him. He was coming off the main road from out of town. We found him like this.
He's a mess. There's a lot of blood on his forehead and ear. Could you hand me those cloths?
Oh, I am.
I don't think he was alone. He was talking about some girl, Christine, and some other bloke, Ortiz or something.
From the looks of him, some ruffians got the best of him.
And leaving me to clean him up.
Doctor.
Unfortunately, love, you're stuck with me. They still haven't sent me the new doctor I requested.
Is there anything else you need from us?
If you could stay for a few moments longer, I would appreciate it. I'm the only one here, and I may need some brute strength if this one gets violent.
Aye, ma'am. I'll stay.
Me too.
He's in a bad state, this one. He's burning up with fever.
You look tired, Nurse Chapel.
You must forgive me, gentlemen. I have been the only one here to take care of patients since the doctor died. Something seems to be going around, and I'm working myself ragged to take care of everyone. It's made for some long days, I'm afraid.
You're doing a fine job from what I hear.
Thank you very much. He's very gaunt, very thin. I wonder if there is more to it than him getting attacked. Perhaps he's sick. Consumptive, perhaps.
Oh, sweet Mary. I hope that's not the case.
As do I. I can keep him.
No. I didn't have a choice.
Let go of my wrist.
I couldn't, don't you see? I just couldn't. I didn't have a choice.
Help me!
Come on, mate. Settle down. Nurse Chapel only wants to help you.
The time vector. I didn't realize the time vector.
I'll get some morphine.
No. The anesthesia will hinder my...
Well, it looks like I won't have to use the morphine after all. Well, not for him anyway. Fredericks, Hamilton, help me restrain him.
Yes, ma'am? How may I be of service?
Yes. Are you the master of the house?
Excuse me?
Wait. The innkeeper? The owner of this establishment?
That would be me.
I require a room. For a few days at most.
Yes, of course. Are you, alone?
Yes. I'm from London and I'm in town on business.
Very well then. Do you have any items that you need taken to your room?
No, none, thank you.
Well then, enjoy your stay.
I plan to, thanks. I plan to enjoy myself very much.
Something changed again, Missy. Did you feel it? I did too.
Cassandra, are you speaking to your doll again?
Her name is Missy, Mother.
Be mindful of your tongue, young lady. Now, I've told you before, don't speak to your doll. She's not real, not alive. I don't need people thinking you're queer in the head.
Mother!
Enough, young lady. Go to bed.
Mother doesn't see it either. She doesn't see the changes in the town. But we do, don't we, Missy? And we know what it did. What it did to the town doctor. We have to be careful, Missy. It won't be long before it finds us.
Christine. Oh dear. What have I got myself into now? Excuse me. Hello?
Oh, you're awake.
Yes, I seem to have given you some trouble earlier.
You were ranting and raving. We had to tie you down for your own good.
I see. Well, I can certainly understand that. I'm not a threat now, as you can probably tell. Any chance of untying me?
You do seem better.
I promise not to bite.
It's not the biting I'm worried about. I just don't want you to strangle me.
Excuse me?
Nothing. You were just delirious last night, that's all. You seem better now. Here, let me.
Yes, thank you.
Better?
Yes, much.
You also look better today. You were in a bad way last night.
My head.
You were gaunt. You seemed to have lost some blood, although I didn't think the cut was that bad. You seemed...
Worn out.
Yes, you could say that.
Could I have a mirror?
Sure. Hold on a moment. Here you go.
My face. No!
Mary, Mother of God! What's wrong with you? It's bad luck to break a mirror.
I don't believe in bad luck. Or at least I once didn't.
Maybe I should get you something.
Think. Come on, focus. Why didn't it work? I entered a meditative trance to try and halt my regeneration. But why didn't it work? Oh, the trauma was too much. I couldn't resist the... Resist what? Wait. What happened? Think. You can work through this. Post-regenerative amnesia is more and more common in Time Lords of advanced age.
Time Lords? Sir, are you all right? I can't believe that I took the restraints off of you.
And I can't believe I just inferred I was of advanced age. Think. All right. Post-regenerative trauma also varies by the extent of the regenerative-inducing event.
What are you saying?
I'm saying something horrible has happened to me, and I can't quite remember what caused it. And now I'm left with this body.
Why don't you lie down? You still need rest.
No, I have to go.
You're not well enough to leave yet.
Madam, you do not understand. There are forces at work that...
Careful. I've got you.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. Just felt dizzy there for a moment.
You need to rest. You are in no condition to go anywhere. Now, just sit down. There, that's better.
Go.
What?
Just go. I want to be left alone.
If that's what you wish.
Yes, please. Thank you.
If you need...
No.
Of course. I'll be downstairs if you need me for anything.
Oh, Christine. Where are you?
What a strange night last night was, eh?
It must have sounded like a darn fool. Going on about a prickling of my thumbs. Too much drink, probably. You can't let me drink that much, Fredericks. I'll never be able to show my face in the pub again.
You didn't have that much to drink, mate.
Well, maybe a wee bit too much.
All right, then. I'll agree to that.
Hey, what's that?
What?
The lighthouse. I don't understand. Since when do we have a lighthouse in Middleshire?
You really have had too much to drink, Hamilton.
No, Fredericks. Listen to me. Since when do we have a lighthouse?
Since the HMS Constellation crashed on our shores over 30 years ago? Everyone in town knows that.
Everyone but me. I thought that place by the ocean, the cliffs. I thought there was a girl murdered there. Wasn't there? I couldn't have imagined that, could I?
Hamilton, maybe you do drink too much. 'Cause I'm telling you, no such thing happened.
Aye. Perhaps I've had too much spirit tonight, eh?
Aye. Well, here is where I leave you. See you at the tavern tomorrow night, then?
I'll see you then.
Good night.
Oh, hangover's already setting in. I'm gonna regret this in the morning.
Would you like some more tea, Missy? I know I would. It's very good tea. Nice and strong, just like you like it. What? No, no, no! Missy, do you feel it? It's happening again. It's happening again! It's happening again!
What? Christine? Christine, was that you? No. It couldn't have been her. Could it?
Oh, I don't remember any lighthouse being there. I couldn't have imagined that. Maybe Fredris is right. Maybe I've had too much. What? Did some cat get in here? Hello? Hello? Come on out, you stupid animal. Oh, there's someone in here.
Missy, stop it! Please stop it from happening again!
Time and relative dimension space.
Sorry, Christine. So sorry.
I'm afraid the patient is hallucinating. Please use someone called the
Wait,
doctor.
the doctor? My picture doesn't go forte.
You are an abomination, which must be erased from all of time.
Bind me, doctor.
I am not going mad! I have to remember. I have to remember what went wrong. I have to remember what happened. What happened?
Come out, you hear? Come out now. What is that? No. What are you? No. No.